I used to watch Mseka Aziad. I used to watch her videos and I used to learn a lot about TikTok from her.
Meet Llewellyn Ouya, aka Mr. Know-It-All, a renowned content creator and business consultant based in Nairobi, Kenya. Llewellyn Ouya tells me that besides having multiple degrees, he once lost his job and content creation was the only hope. And thanks to what happened, because it paid off.
If you are working, your job can end at any time.
Anytime.
And that happened to me because in my last job I was fired. I just went to job one Thursday morning and I was fired. And you have bills to pay and you have no job.
Llewellyn Ouya also revealed to me how a certain skill that he spent 2,000 shillings to learn for just one day ended up paying him 40,000 Kenya shillings for just a 2-day training from a client. When I asked him the one thing that you should never do as a content creator if you want to become successful, he said,
avoid trying to build yourself by bringing people down. Kuna even interviewers naonanga mtu anaenda anauliza ati ni celeb mgani wa Kenya huku bo. You see such kind of content, utaget views but hazitakusaidia. Because already you are showing us your personality. Sasa brand gani itakamata kukuendorse, unaona?
Learn how to make money instantly using your craft, your skills, and whatever you have as a talent. So join me on this episode as we dig deeper and talk about all these things. You're gonna learn so much. At this point, make sure you like this video and subscribe kama wewe ni returning viewer. Asante. Hello viewer, how you doing? Welcome once again to the Trupublicity Show. I'm your host Elkins, your marketing guy. And today I'm so happy, I'm so pleased to meet one of the best content creators here on TikTok, here in Kenya. And we're gonna be talking so much about what he does, you know, how he's been building his brand. Wow, the things he's been doing over the years. What are some of the qualifications, the achievements, and all these amazing things? You're gonna be learning them kwa hii channel. So kama ni mgeni hapa, make sure you subscribe because we've been getting so many likes, so many viewers, but some of them hawako subscribed. You know, they are returning viewers. Na kwa wale returning viewers wenye wanatupenda, asante sana. You keep motivating us to do this. So without further ado, wacha tukwambia tena like this video, then tuende ndani mara moja ama vipi? How you doing bwana?
I'm good, mambo.
Niko salama sana. Hata nimechanganyikiwa kidogo.
Niko na mai.
Nimechanganyikiwa kidogo. We are still scaling up pole pole. So I'm so happy you've invited us into your home. We are so proud, we're so glad that umetu allowed kuja hapa. So first of all, introduce yourself. Maybe kuna mtu anakuona for the first time, hajue ni nani. If you could kindly go ahead.
So I'm Llewellyn Ouya. I'm a content creator. I do content across multiple platforms, mostly about business and also exposing scams. So my background is in business. I've done actuarial science, I've done CPA, I've done IT, and I'm also a student of medicine. So I do content creation and I've been doing it for 4 years now.
Wow, that is quite amazing. Umesema vitu mingi sana pale, actuarial science, umesema you're studying now medicine, umesema mambo ya CPA, all these things.
Yeah.
What inspired you first of all? Kwanza ulianza na gani kwanza?
Actuarial science, IT, at Maseno Uni. Then I did CPA. I was studying at KCA. Yeah, then medicine at University of Nairobi.
Yeah. Okay. So, wow. Sisi tukingangana kufanya ma CPA, ma computer packages, unangangana kufanya CPAs. Because watu wako pale nyumbani wanajiulizanga, where do I start?
Yeah.
Because I usually also see you in content creation. So, you didn't just find yourself in content creation.
Yeah.
Sindio? So, wewe ukianza your first, while you were in school, for example, doing your first professional degree. What was running in your mind? Ulikuwa unasema nitakwenda kuwa employed ama how was your journey? Ulitoka tu shule kuliendaje kwanza?
Okay, so I was very interested in business, and I also tried some business pale university. Tried hustling hapa pale. I was the school DJ in my second year.
Aha.
So I was being paid on Friday, Saturday night pale student center.
Aha.
I also tried na beste yangu kufungua base ya PS huko. Yeah, so I've always tried business. Even after campus, I tried a couple of businesses. The liquid soap, ile green, is all nimeunda, I've sold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've also done, I had a shop in Githurai 45 year soda with my friend. But ilianguka. Yeah. And I did some jobs. As an office administrator, as a stock controller, as an internal auditor, as an accountant, as an administrator. So I've worked, yeah, and I've also done business. But sasa, always I just like talking about business.
Yes.
Like hata hang out na mabeste, my family. Like I'll just be talking about business and watching interviews, entrepreneurs who are interviewed and all that. So your interest always, your business imekuwa for a very long time. I also had interest to do content in YouTube.
Yes.
But I was afraid.
Okay.
Because unajua back then very few people were doing YouTube.
Very few people indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the people who you are watching, it's like they are doing something strange. It's like a whole production, unaona. So you get intimidated. So that's what happened to me. For many years, I was just postponing, thinking that you need all these cameras and lights so that you start. You need a producer, kila kitu. But sasa, when TikTok came,
yes,
and people were just shooting with their phones,
yes,
nikasema, sasa, this is my opportunity. Let me try it out.
Wow.
So that's how I got into content
creation.
Yeah.
So you got into content creation how many years after graduation?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
So these 6 years are the years you've been doing all these things you've been saying?
Yeah. I worked for about 3 years.
And
then I was in business for the other 3 years.
How do you rate being employed and now you going into business and being your own boss?
Yeah. Employment, the jobs I've done were very tough because it was those kinds of jobs where you work from morning to night, like Monday to Saturday.
Opumziki?
Just on Sundays.
Yes.
But it was very demanding. But you see now you go into self-employment.
Yes.
Because I had a PS shop and movie shop.
Yes.
When you go into self-employment, now you realize you'll be there from morning, like from 8 to midnight. Because in the estate, the shops, we work till 11 or 12 midnight. So you realize you are even working more.
You're overworking yourself without even realizing.
Yeah, because you have to open the shop every single day.
Yes.
Because that's what you're depending on.
Yes.
So I would say business is harder. Self-employment is harder. Even content creation right now, people think it's just about shooting videos, but it's tough. It's hard because you see that's where you're getting everything.
Yes,
that's where you're getting all your expenses. You want to sort them out from content creation.
Yes,
you don't know who your next client will be.
Yes,
you don't know when you'll get your next gig. So it's hard. You see, when you're employed, you're not thinking about money so much because on 25th
kuna kakitu kanaingia.
Yeah. So when you're employed, if you don't go to work today, someone is calling you. Why haven't you reported?
Yes.
If I don't shoot videos today, no one is calling me to ask me, why haven't you shot videos? Why haven't you sent out a proposal? Why haven't you sent out an invoice? Why haven't you replied that email? No one is calling me to ask me, you have gone 2 weeks without shooting.
Yes.
Why are you not shooting? So it's hard because it needs a lot of discipline. That's why you see many musicians, many content creators.
Yes.
They rise, then it reaches a point someone disappears because they were not disciplined.
Yeah. It's hard, yes, but you can never trade it by going back to being employed, right? So
it depends.
yes,
Right now we are living in a different world from before.
yes,
Yeah, because now the internet, you see now
we're in the skill based.
Yeah.
Yes.
it's more skill based, and it's more about your personal brand
Mm-hmm.
more than your CVs, your papers.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more about your personal brand.
Mm.
So yes, you could be employed. You could be
Yes.
employed. We have some very good jobs out there.
Yes.
But you can be employed and you're still building your brand.
Yes.
You see someone like Larry Madowo.
Yes.
He's employed by CNN.
Yes.
But he still has his own brand as Larry.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the smart thing to do in this age.
I see.
Yeah.
So being your own boss is one of the things that actually inspired you to start your own journey as a business consultant and content creator, if I may kindly ask?
Yeah, so what happened, when I was starting out my businesses,
Yes.
it was very hard to get information.
Aha.
So you go to someone who's doing the business you want to do, you ask them something,
Yes.
they view you as a competitor. They don't want to tell you.
Aha.
If you want to start a business right now, even your cousin
Yes.
who's been in that business, you can ask them who's your supplier, and
They won't tell you.
yeah, and many people face this challenge.
Aha.
So what happened is I wanted to be someone who can share what I know,
Yes.
because through my experience and the experience of others around me, there's a lot I know about business.
Yes.
So I can advise someone. If someone wants to do a business, I can tell them, okay, you need around this much.
Yes.
These are the important things. These are the
Yes.
things which are, yes, it's good to have them, but it's not a must. Because many people don't know that there are things that it's not a must in business.
Si lazima.
Si lazima. Because I see first time business people, mtu anaenda kufungua kinyozi,
Yes.
they want to spend 2 million just on aesthetics. Then yule mtu ananyoa,
Aha.
you get a quack. So you have a dead investment, because if someone comes and they are shaved the wrong way, they're not coming back.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how many pretty ladies you put in that barber shop. Doesn't matter what kind of gypsum ceiling you have.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how comfortable the chairs are. If the person who's doing the actual shaving is not skilled, that barber shop is going to fail. That's why you see we have even celebrities who make money. They go and open barber shops,
Then they
and
fail.
spas.
Yeah.
this
Big
massage-
businesses also. Yeah.
Then they fail because they don't know that. They don't understand that business.
I see. They saw someone else being successful in that business. Then they were like, it's easy.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a brand. I can attract more clients than that guy.
Yeah.
Then when they get in, wanapata mambo ni tofauti kabisa. Ground ni tofauti.
Ground ni hostile. And
Ah.
actually, we have funny people in this country when it comes now to celebrities.
Yes.
Because someone is making good money on
Yes.
TikTok,
Yes.
and they take this money, they go invest in something they don't know anything about. Instead of reinvesting,
Reinvesting, replowing back
In-
into
in
the
their
business. Yes.
you see. So if I'm good at shooting videos, if I make money, it makes sense that I will invest maybe in the location I'm shooting. I will invest maybe in my equipment. I will invest in the personnel that is assisting me do those videos.
Yes.
And that's how you grow your brand.
Yes.
Then now I can do, if I do merchandise, I can do branded merchandise.
Yes.
I can write my books and sell.
Aha.
So I'm reinvesting in myself. I can
Yes.
build a website.
Aha.
I'm reinvesting in the brand. But if I take this money and I go and open a cosmetics shop, it has nothing to do with this brand.
Yes.
Then now I'm just splitting. I'm splitting my attention. Most likely that business will fail, or this one is going to fail.
I see. So when you started doing content creation, initially you were doing business hapa na pale.
Yeah.
But when I started encountering you on social media, you are doing what you call, which you're still doing, personal development.
Yeah.
You are into telling people, stop depending on jobs, even though the jobs are important, build a skill.
Yeah.
And I also saw you come up with a book. What inspired you to write that book, and where did you get all that information? Because the book has secrets of starting a business in any industry.
Yeah.
And you can even be successful in that industry if you just put your time and everything in it.
Yeah.
How did you start with that? Where did you get the information? What inspired you to go that route?
Yeah. So
Because yes, I remember you said when you started you were having problems getting information from people.
Yeah.
Ni hiyo tu peke yake ilikufanya ukaanza kufanya hiyo shughuli?
Okay, so what happened is I always do a lot of research around business. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yes.
I read a lot of books. So I have so much knowledge that I realized is valuable to people.
Yes.
So skills are very important. If you are working, your job can end at any time.
Anytime.
And that happened to me because in my last job I was fired. I
Ah.
just went to job one Thursday morning and I was fired. And you have bills to pay and you have no job. So you have to survive.
Yes.
So how are you going to survive? I tell people, I've done simple things. As simple as writing and editing CVs for people.
Yes.
Because there was a time I was doing that. I was making around 1,500 per CV
Per CV.
or 2,000.
Aha.
So if you are getting a client who's paying you 2,000 shillings,
Yes. This is just one client.
that's one client.
And na ni kazi ya haraka.
Ni kazi ya haraka because from my experience writing CVs and applying to jobs, like I can write for you a CV very fast.
Yes.
Yeah, so just writing and editing CVs is something someone can do. Someone who's in campus, that's something you can do. Don't assume that because people know how to write CVs, don't assume that they want to do it. If I was to write a CV right now and maybe apply for a job, trust me, if I'm needed to write a CV,
Yes.
I won't write it myself. I'll just get someone who's good at it.
Who's good at it?
Pay them so that
I
because
see.
whatever you can pay for,
I see, yeah.
I normally pay for.
Ah.
I don't want, like even my LinkedIn,
Yes.
I paid someone to do it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, to edit it, put
Yes.
everything in
To
order.
optimize.
Yeah,
we call it to optimize.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
I just
Yes.
paid someone to do that for me. And you see, because someone has taken their time to polish their skills in
Yes.
LinkedIn,
Yes.
I was able to pay her. Because someone has polished their skills in CV writing, people will pay. I've done CVs for people who want to apply for jobs abroad.
Abroad.
There is a specific CV called Europass CV. It's very popular because it's recommended for certain jobs. Europass, you charge between 2,000 and 5,000 for one CV. So isn't that something
That's something.
a campus person can do?
That's something they should be doing even while they're still in campus, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Another thing is when I was doing CPA at KCA University,
Yes.
someone who had a tax consulting business came to speak to us in KCA. Then he said he has a conference. He's charging 2,000 shillings. It will be purely about taxation.
Yes.
I paid. So we were about 30 of us who went. We did tax from 8 in the morning up to 8 in the evening. He taught us how to file the personal returns, VAT,
Yes.
withholding tax,
Yes.
the pay statutory deductions. He taught us all that in one day. And we were doing it practically. So everyone
Yes.
was on their laptop. We do practically.
Uh-huh.
From that one day,
One single
investment
training.
of 2,000 shillings,
Yes.
I was able to get now my last job, which I was working as an internal auditor. Because some of the things I was required to do was filing those statutory, statutory deductions, pay and VAT,
Yes.
SSF, all that.
Yes.
From that one training, I did tax consultancy for so many people. It's only these days I don't do it as much.
Yes.
But I used to file returns for people just from that one day investment. So you see, sometimes you can just invest in a skill.
Yes.
And that skill is going to pay you. I've done graphic design. I've taught
Yes.
people to do for them posters,
Yes.
do for them logos and all that. I've done websites with my brother. So there are a lot of things I've been able to do
Yes.
simply because I took time
Yes.
to learn something. And even the business consulting which I do, I've been able to work with people from all over the world.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's very rewarding.
I see.
If you have a skill, even if you are employed, if you have a skill, it can assist you.
Put it into action.
Yeah.
That is the work. That is the word. Put it into action. Don't just be usikae tu pale na hiyo skill yako unasema mi najua, pia mwingine anajua kufanya. Maybe someone is actually looking for that skill of yours. Na unaidharau pale unajiambia nani ajui kufile returns.
I did a video about, there was someone.
Yes.
Okay. This guy got a job through connection.
Yes.
In a county, I won't say which county.
Yes.
So he's required to do reports in Excel and also do presentations
Yes.
in PowerPoint.
Yes.
So the guy, yes, he can use a computer, but he's not good at Excel and those PowerPoint.
Excel inakwanga.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this guy called me and said, hey bro, I have this job, but hapo kwa Excel na PowerPoint, I need some training.
He has no connections.
Yeah. Crash course. So we did a crash course through Zoom.
Yes.
So this guy paid me 40,000.
Wow.
40,000, and we did it in like 2 days.
Yes.
40,000 because I was taking him through. I sent him a document. I tell him, you need to recreate this document. So anafanya. So the basics, hizo zingine
you learn on the job.
Yeah,
you learn while
practicing. The guy was very grateful. So this guy paid me 40,000.
Wow.
For that crash course.
Wow.
So you can imagine, I learned Excel from class 2. At least our primary we had computer studies. Yeah. And
you had computer literacy studies from class 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, in my primary school. So we used to do computers. We used to go to the computer lab. We do Excel, we do Word, we do.
Wow.
So from primary I was just good, and also I got to interact with computers and laptops. So something I learned back in primary, just the normal Excel functions, creating a document, saving, all that. This person paid me. Most people learn these things when they do packages or when they go to university.
Yes.
Someone graduates, they know how to use Excel, PowerPoint, and all these things, but they are jobless for like 3 years. And someone is even depressed, know how they can make something. So that person, if you have applied jobs, 1,000 jobs, then no one is calling you for a job. You are skilled at writing CVs. Write CVs for other people.
I see.
Unaona?
Yes.
If you are good at those computer studies, teach people online. Right now, if you go to YouTube and search Excel functions or Microsoft Word,
yes,
you'll get Indians
teaching, yes,
these things.
Yes.
And in Kenya, we have so many literate people,
yes,
but they don't think in that route. So someone did teaching in university.
Yes.
They haven't got a job. They did biology. Why can't they teach people on YouTube? Then they are going to get students who they can do for online tutoring. They can also share material. They can share material that students can use to
actually revise.
And they'll also be paid by YouTube through views.
Yes.
Through views.
I've been telling people that, but I think people haven't been, maybe haven't been locking in. Most of them are so used to this thing of being employed. And I know sometimes employment can be good because you're just there. You wake up in the morning, you go work. Then at the end of the month, you're expecting some good money. However, sometimes that can be, as you said, can be unsustainable because you don't know when that job will end. And also, you can never increase your earnings because most of your time itakuanga tu pale kwa your job. So wewe kwanza, what, for example, because you've also told me you are also pursuing a medical degree.
Yeah.
How did you transition from pursuing these other things and now getting into a medical degree? What made you also be interested in that?
Yeah, so I realized, it reached a point and I realized, by the way, even being blessed with the brain,
yes,
is a talent in itself. It's a gift.
Yes.
It's a gift. There are people who have loved to be doctors, but they can't. simply because maybe they couldn't get the grades or they don't have the health, the good health to do it.
Yes.
And this is something I've been thinking for a while. I want something that I can be able to teach, I can be able to impact the society.
Yes.
And I can also be able to scale. You know, medicine is dynamic. You
Yes.
can go into research, you
Yes.
can go into public health, you can practice as a doctor, as a consultant, you can lecture, you can do a lot of things. And right now we have IT coming into medicine, we have AI, we have robotics, we have statistics, biostatistics.
Yes.
Like Kenya, you see now, Africans,
Yes.
we were depending on data from the US and Europe when we had the issues of COVID.
Yes.
Because we don't have our people
own.
doing research and doing biostatistics and all those stuff. We have, but we have few people. Right now we are looking at technology that is coming. Everything is coming to us. So we need to also try and explore these different avenues. Yeah.
Do you think, juu umesema kitu, you know, when the COVID pandemic hit, we Africans, we were being looked at from other countries as the people who actually this thing is going to finish.
Yeah.
But when things turned around, you know, things were very different.
Yeah.
So I came to learn something. Africans like education, like information, but because we have so many professors,
Yeah.
so many people who call themselves doctors with PhDs, but as you said, we have no information from our own people. So do you think Africans, especially Kenyans, they just get degrees for the sake of it? Because they don't, we have engineers
Yeah.
in this country. But when you go to their ushago, those guys are not doing anything. And they live in those ushagos. They're even looking for jobs in the city.
Yeah.
So where is the disconnect?
I think we have, I don't know, there's just something wrong from our leaders trickling down. Because we have even professors, but the moment, let's say, they get into those positions, they don't behave like professors. We have people who, when they get into government, they don't behave like people who have studied. Because we are not putting money into things like research. We are not putting money in the film industry. We are
Yes.
not putting money in the right places. So how are we going to do these things? Because right now we have professors in these universities who do very good research,
Yes.
but they have to be funded by organizations from outside.
From abroad.
Yeah, the government cannot fund them. And you see now that's a real challenge because it discourages people.
Yes.
But if we can have the right conversation, we can be able to create so many jobs. How many jobs do you think such companies just provide?
Yes.
Just from research and all these things. They provide a lot of jobs to their own people.
Yes.
But here we are just dependent on whatever is working. We just want to do the same things over and over again. That's why when you tell someone, anytime I tell someone I do content creation, they
Yes.
always ask, what else do you do? Because to them, content creation
Is not a job.
Yeah, to them, content creation is not a career. And
Yes.
you could be earning their salary in one day, but they just assume that because they are employed,
Yes.
they just assume that I'm doing better than this. This person cannot be making any. I do videos about YouTube and I tell people, this is how much you can make. And people say, this is a lie, this is a lie. And I'm monetized on YouTube. I
Yes.
get paid.
Yes.
I get every 21st.
Every 21st of every month.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get a Swift code
Yes.
from Google.
Yes.
From Google every
Yes.
21st.
Yes.
Direct per bank.
Wow.
But if you tell someone, they don't believe it. Yeah, so
I see.
it's very.
How do you handle such criticism and maybe negativity, such criticism? People telling you, oh, wewe tafuta kazi bana. Nini bana wewe? Najua umekutana na hawa watu sana siku mingi sana. How do you handle
Yeah,
these people?
but yeah. So Okay, negativity is there in
Yes.
criticism and all that. Okay, comments and all that. But right now, I don't think there's anything someone can say online that will really get to me. Because I've done it for a long time and I'm benefiting from it. Yeah, you see, some things people say can only hurt you when ile time umesota na. Like when I was starting, I did like 6 months without even making a shilling.
Any shilling.
Yeah, so imagine
Wow.
someone mtu anakutusi na hakuna kitu unatengeneza.
I can elewa.
But kama una make do, wewe tusi huko. Wewe tutusi tu, but sasa
Yeah.
I always tell people there are so many ways unaweza make do pale.
Yes.
YouTube pays people for views.
Yes.
Facebook right now is paying
Inalipa.
people for views.
Yes.
Twitter is paying people for views.
Yes.
Then TikTok, if you go live on TikTok, YouTube,
Yeah.
Instagram, kuna zile gifts people
Yes.
can send to you.
Yes.
People can even send you gifts on comments.
Nowadays.
On Instagram, on Instagram, on TikTok, and also on YouTube.
Yes.
Someone can send you gifts on comments on your video.
Yes.
Then you can sell products and services.
Definitely.
I sell my ebooks. I sell my ebooks on WhatsApp, via email, also on my website. Someone
Yes.
can pay and download. Then I also sell my services, consultation. I do
Yes.
consultation.
Yes.
I do business consultancy. If someone wants to start a business, I advise them.
Yes.
I also do for them budget, business plan, all those things. I also do websites. I also do company profiles.
Yes.
Then I can also do a business for person. There are people who, someone wants this business, they want you to consult for them, they want you to build the business and hand it over once you are done. Yeah, so there are projects I've done where I just go and build everything from scratch.
Yes.
I do company registration, I build the business, I hand it over
I see.
once we are done.
Yeah.
I also do brand partnerships. I market brands
Yes.
in my videos and all that.
Yes.
So there are a lot of ways you can make money,
Yes.
online. Yeah, then if you are someone, let's say you are dancing, you can promote a song
Yes.
through the TikTok challenges.
Yeah, they have a monetization for that.
Yeah.
Also.
Through TikTok.
Yes.
And also through artists.
Yes.
If an artist releases a song, he can contact like 3 or 4 popular TikTokers.
Yes.
Tell them do this challenge, then he pays them. Yeah.
I
So
see.
dancers are also making money
Yeah.
through content creation.
Ah.
So if you have like a business, then now you do content and you get clients
from
so
that.
there are very many ways.
So if someone comes with their criticism, Mimi, most of the time, I came to realize either they're speaking from a point of hawaelewi.
Yeah.
Most of them hata nilikuja kurealize they are so ignorant. Maybe someone is working in government, for example, anaweza access loans hapa na pale, anaishi mtaa poa. So hiyo mentality inamuingia mtu mwenye anafanya kazi ya online, hakuna kitu anafanya.
Yeah.
So I came to learn slowly because most of my clients, let me tell you something. Mimi, I usually teach people Facebook advertisements, things to do with social media. But I came to learn that even the most learned guys, so most of these people, I came to learn wanaongeanga from a point of lacking knowledge. Maybe they have been so ignorant, hawaelewi nini inafanyika, but we usually take them through the process step by step. Kuna wale wajui mambo ya Facebook advertising, tunawafunza. Someone ako maybe in the government and handle those hard things in government, but something like Google advertisements anaweza kosa kujua, to be sincere. Wewe mwenyewe umeniambia hapa hivi, you even look for someone to help you with your LinkedIn. So we are here as social media people who are content creators, adding value to the society, sindio? So something else I've always wanted to know from you is that when you started content creation, you also ventured into what we call scam type of content. Yeah. But before we go into that scam type of content, what made you first of all be interested to just start telling people about these things, about avoiding the scams? What necessitated you to have that interest to start creating such kind of content?
It's because I just saw many people are being scammed, and it's very painful to lose money So people, when my videos started getting views, people started sending me messages like, is this platform legitimate? Can I make money on this platform? Someone comes, they tell me, these people scammed me 100,000 or 200,000. So I just started compiling those scams and doing videos about them. And I've been able to help so many people through those videos. Yeah, so it's something that I just do so that at least those who can listen,
They listen.
because there are people who will never listen. There's someone who will just go ahead and do it.
Yes.
Then they come later and say,
Start complaining.
I lost my money.
Have you ever lost money through scams? Personally, you yourself.
Yeah, but just not a lot of money.
Because you've been so
There's
careful.
a video I've done several times. We were scammed at Lutuli when buying a TV.
Hiyo nimeiona.
Yeah, but at least we got the money back.
Aha.
Yeah, but there was a time on GG, like someone was scammed. I was selling a TV to someone. So, kumbe, there's a lady who took my advert and it also did it. But she put the price. I was selling a 32 inch at around 11,000. So this lady went and put it that she's selling at 6,000. So there's this guy who was very excited. So the lady told him that I'm her husband. So he'll get me in the house, but we shouldn't discuss anything about price.
Yes.
Yeah, then now this guy came, saw the TV, paid the lady, and then when I asked him now to pay me,
Yes.
he started saying that he has already paid.
Allah.
Yeah, so apparently,
Yes.
the lady he had conned both of us, but you see now the guy is the one who lost money. Yeah. So then there was a time I bought a printer. Mtu aliniuzia printer 1,500 on GG.
Alikuzia printer 1,500
OLX, sasa the old
back in the
OLX,
day.
yeah.
Yes.
Kumbe the printer wasn't working. So, yeah, when I was in Maseno, so
Yes.
hiyo printer hata tuliachanga tu hapo nje ya hostel. Kasema tu ni sawa.
Where? What is your process of researching and verifying scams before exposing them?
Mostly it's people-
Unajuangaje
watu ndo-
scam?
Watu ndo wananitumia.
Aha.
Yeah, so mostly people will just send me screenshots. People will send me screenshots. Mkuu, hii ikwaje. So I go and do my research. Alafu
Yes.
most of them, they just use the same method. But once they scam people and what was these companies are scam, they just open another company and use the same
I
method.
see.
Yeah.
I see. And during your process of maybe exposing these people, have you ever been maybe received a funny feedback, or how do I put it, unbelievable feedback from your audience? Maybe wanakwambia wewe unatudanganya, wewe una wivu, wewe utaki watu waendelee, ama yes,
Wanasemanga hautaki tuomoke. Yeah, every day. Like right now, there's a scam going on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Unaambiwa rent out your account will be paid. So I did a video about that.
which one is it?
People say that they can rent your LinkedIn, then they pay you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they pay you daily. Yeah.
Aha.
So, and they are using campus boys mostly. So walikuja wakapiga vita sana huko performance. Yeah, but hata kitu kama Aviator, when I talk about gambling and Aviator, I tell people Aviator is programmed. There's no way you can beat a computer algorithm.
Yes.
Yeah, so when I do those videos, people come for me. When I do the ones on Forex and crypto, the people who are scamming people in those fields, yeah, of course they come for me. So,
Because I was actually about to ask you, have you ever met resistance from these companies that are actually doing these scams? You know, and how did you deal with them? Have you ever been threatened? You know, because I hear some of them make so much money from these scams.
Yeah.
And now when you expose these scams, now they're no longer making money. And now they're gonna maybe look for you. And I'm told some of them are even so connected.
yeah.
So have you ever experienced this problem, these people?
Yeah. So when I started exposing scams, I used to mention the company. Yeah, so they can figure a lawsuit.
You're given your what? You okay? Ulipigwa lawsuit?
Yeah, nilipigwa lawsuit by some big company. They called me to their offices, nikaenda, their lawyers were hapo, so nikamwambia I'll pull down the video.
Which you did?
Yeah, I pulled it down. So niende through lawsuit, and you see now the funny thing.
Yes.
Shida ikikupata uko peke yako. You're not with those millions.
Wanakuchocha.
Yeah, so something I learned with time, like sometimes it's just good to be wise and yeah, hakuna haja, because sasa why would I go through, I'm not making money from it.
Yes.
You know, I don't make money from exposing scams.
Yes.
Yeah. I make, if I do a video, scams, it gets 2 million views.
Yes.
I'm not getting a client from Apple.
Yes.
I can get a marketing client.
Yes.
Because I'm getting numbers. But I'm not getting, you know, my main business is business consulting.
Yes.
So if I do a video for, let's say, money market fund,
yes,
it can get 1,000 views, and I can get like 3 or 4 clients who want me to be their personal finance advisor. But if I do your scam, if I 1 million views, it will just be shared the end of Nairobi gossip, but I'm not making money. So why should I suffer? And you're not paying me. You know the funny thing, there was a scam I exposed.
Yes.
Watu wakatoa pesa huko, like even there was a guy who called me. The wife alikuwa anataka waeke all their savings around 4 million.
4 million.
Nikamwambia wewe, akaniambia nimefuriwa hapa siongeleshi kwa nyumba. Nikamwambia acha afure abaki uweke pesa. So the guy didn't put. And that scam ikaenda after like 1 week.
Ikalipuka.
Yeah. So the guy, unaona,
the guy alikuwa na bahati sana.
But the funny thing, people will just come to thank me. Mkuu asante, nilitoa ile 200k yangu, ingeenda. But mtu hawezi sema, hata mkuu nimtumie 500, aliniokoa. Nikasema hii hapana. Sasa
tumieni mkurugenzi kitu bana, mkishaokolewa bana. Umetolewa kwa meno ya crocodile.
Yeah.
Alafu umekuwa kwa nyasi, unapumua na uko na ganji hapo umenyamazia. Wacha hiyo mchezo bana.
So what happened?
Yes.
So the lawsuit, it didn't go through. So the time I exposed another company, so ilikula watu pesa nyingi sana. So they put a bounty on it. Like, they put a bounty.
You know, bounty is bad. You know, people
$100,000.
Really?
Yeah.
$100,000.
Yeah.
That is like 10 million Kenya shillings.
Yeah. Na wakaeka kwa groups zao za Telegram. They had multiple groups.
Wow.
Wakaeka hiyo.
So
yangu hapo.
Inakuwa nyang'anya pesa mingi sana.
So mtu anakukall, sasa unaendelea je, napenda content yako. Na uko wapi? Mjinga. That time it was crazy. Where I was at that time, I had to go like underground for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, so no one saw me like for 3 weeks. And you see now the funny thing. Your time, you realize uko peke yako. You realize uko peke yako.
Also, that is when you realized actually you're helping people to actually but ikipatikana sana ni wewe mambo imekuwa moto, ni wewe unabaki
yako. So I went.
Your followers are not there.
Imagine unapigiwa na DCI. Nilipigiwa na DCI. Wakaniambia, wewe ndio unatafutwa kama mbwa. Kaniambia, na sasa mbona sasa unajua hii kitu imenyorosha hata wakubwa wetu huku. Au pia you see even the cops wanakuanga scam with this guy.
Wow.
Sasa niambia sasa hata sisi tumepoteza pesa, lakini sasa hiyo ni maisha sasa. Akaniambia you just take care. Sasa imagine DCI anakuambia you take care. naenda nafaa kwa
yeye ndo anafaa take
Yenda
care
nafaa
yako, kukuprotect.
Yeah, so you realize.
Mm.
So from then, I don't mention
Company names.
Yeah,
I
just
see.
talk about the scam.
I see. I
I
see.
won't mention company name. Just after, it's not worth it. It's not worth
Eh, naona yenyewe hiyo ni noma, hiyo ni
Yeah.
ngori juu sasa siwezi kula ugali na amani because you're tapping, you're looking over your shoulder. You don't know what may happen.
Yeah.
Makosa sana hiyo. So anyway, that is what we say, corruption fights back hard. Kama hujaisikia kitu kama hiyo. Anyway, let's get back to the content. So when did you realize that your content had started picking up? After how long?
When I started doing content, I was afraid of saying mistakes. Sikuwa na hiyo confidence.
Yes.
So I would write my points. I would type them on screen, make a background ya photo, and I use a trending sound on TikTok.
Yes.
So that's how I started. So ningesema tu like 5 businesses you can start with 20,000. I just write them down. Then the music is playing and I put a background kama picture ya forest or something, these nice photos. So those videos used to get a lot of views. So ikafika point, account ina grow.
Yes.
Videos are being shared. Watu
Yes.
wanaweka WhatsApp status wapi, but zinaenda ni kama quotes, zinaenda.
Okay.
So mtu ajui ni ya nani. Unaona? So then people started asking questions.
Who ni nani?
Like
Commenting.
Yeah, commenting and asking questions per DM. Questions that you have to explain.
Yes.
You have to explain through talking.
Yes.
So nikajaribu tu kudo the just myself talking. Zikaflop vibaya sana. Hadi I quit for like 1 month. I didn't do videos.
Wow.
Yeah, then I just decided let me come back and just talk hadi watu wakubali. So nikaeka after like 40 videos of me talking. Moja tu one night I get 70,000 views. So zikaanza tu ku get views. So from the questions people are asking, I make videos.
I see.
And I'm doing like 5-10 videos every day, every night I shoot at night. I'm doing sometimes even 20 videos.
20 videos?
Naeka. So what happened? Sa kidogo mtu anakutumia screenshots like uko Nairobi grocery, uko Mpando, celeb fulani amepost,
Yes.
amerepost.
Yes.
Then sasa people I went to school with, mtu anakutumia screenshots. Naona video yako Nairobi gossip.
I see.
Wapi.
I see.
Yeah, hadi kwa family group. Then mtu anakuambia niliona video yako kwa group ya job. So I just knew like sasa mine was gradual.
Okay, equal instant.
Yeah,
it took time.
Yeah, like I was getting good views. But unaona saa ile upenye watu wakujue. It was gradual. Like what nilitrend one day. Yeah, which is a good thing because you learn a lot of things
along the way.
Yeah.
Pole pole.
Watu wengi, if you get the instant fame, I haven't seen someone who has gotten instant fame na
survive.
Yeah, they just take
1 month, wanapotea.
Because I haven't seen. Have you seen it?
Yeah, so you were saying something.
Yeah, alafu sahi kuna competition sana. So hawezi toa ngoma moja in 3 months ama 6 months, unaona? Yeah, so competition is high. Shooting videos is also expensive, but you can do audios. Wasanii wengi wana do audios. Ukiangalia ka Jamaica, people like Alkaline, msee anatoa audios ka 5 every week. Alafu atachagua maybe in a month moja afanye video, unaona? So as a musician, sai kuna hata AI generated videos, kuna anime, kuna lyric videos. You can be creative, but ukisema every time you want to do a video lazima ikue noma, itakuwa ngumu. And then now you can monetize through merchandise, branded merchandise. You can monetize through streams, bado unaweza piga shows, and also working with brands. So you have to be active. kama ni on social media you have to be active. Juu sa unapata msanii hajatoa ngoma in 1 month na pia hapost anything online, so unaona brand yako watu wanaenda wakisahau. Yeah, because
jumestaja hivyo nakumbuka kuna msanii fulani hapa Kenya alikuwa na hata ilishafika point akachangiwa, unajua si fiti sana uni Steve Simple Boy, but lately naona ana trend ako all over the place na pia anatoa muziki hapa na pale. So are you trying to say that wasanii wanafaa kuwe na hiyo mentality, hiyo type of thinking moving forward?
Yeah, lazima ukue versatile, lazima ukue dynamic kwa industry. Unaona the old ways are not working, so you need to find ways of reinventing yourself and also capitalizing on your strengths. Kuna yule msanii ni dancer, anaweza do TikTok challenges zake pale aeke watu wata dance. Kuna mwingine ajui ku dance but maybe they are funny, anaweza do tu content pale, anafanya content then sometimes anapost ngoma. Like people want to see your personality. Unajua kitambo ilikuwa unasikia msanii unasema unaona yani ni msee huko juu, you don't know anything about them. Wewe unaona tu ule msee ana dress poa, kona yani nguo zake ni fiti always. So watu walikuwa na assume that's a real life, but it's not realistic. Na hapo ndio watu wengi wasanii na content creators wanaumia. When I started trending, nilienda kinyozi ingine maselebo wananyolewa, nikaenda nikapigwa shave, wakanipaka ile dye ya black, wakaniweka kwa machine ingine hapo ya facials, alafu hapo kuna reception, unaenda unalipa pale. So time ya kwenda kulipa, mi kwa kichwa wangu nimepiga maybe nitalipa 1200 ama 15, naambiwa 4500.
Wacha ujinga.
4500. Nikasema hii ni upuzi. One shave. Na sasa napiga shave twice a month. If I have an event, I might end up shaving thrice a month. Unaona? Nikasema hapana. Hebu nirudi pale mtaani, nitafute kinyozi, ina make sense. Na siku hizi mimi nanyolewa na 300 bob. Unaona? 300. So siwezi kaa hapo ati lazima kila time nimepaka sijui nini, nimevaa nguo expensive,
kwenda kwele kinyozi ya Betty Chalo,
ati lazima kila time watu wati ati msanii, celeb, sijui creator z. Hizo vitu zina, cause imagine you are spending like 5k just on shaving. How much are you spending on your clothes? Unaona? So ile pesa yote una make ina end kwa trying to put up with this lifestyle. Mtu anaenda anahaya gari, anahaya manguo, anafanya nini just so people can see ati msanii wetu is doing very well. So hiyo pia kutaka ku live up to hiyo celebrity life inaumiza watu sana.
Unasema watu wengi they are spending so much time to look rich yet they are broke.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is something most musicians and even scammers wengi sana wako pale mtandao wanatumia kuingiza watu box into kutega.
Yeah, inaitwa kutega. So you need to be careful. If kama hiyo haikuletei pesa, there's no need to do it. Si lazima tuone you are driving expensive cars and all that ndio tukusikize. It's not a must. Wewe toa tu muziki, kama muziki ni poa tutasikiza.
Kwa hivyo kuna watu wanaweza kuwa wanafanya hizi vitu and they are actually just faking it all through.
Yeah, and it's expensive. So mbona waste pesa? You see, TikTok ili change game. Siku hizi we want to see the real you. We want to see your personality. Hatutaki kuona Instagram model ati ni kama uko na sit kwa hapa zi. We want to see someone we can relate with. That's why unaona hata mseka Steve Simple Boy, he's doing well cause he's himself. Anaongea na watu, ana interact na watu, ana do content hivyo. But so una get msanii mwingine hataki hata kuongea na watu. Pale Twitter hata kama mtu post akiwa na show ama ni hataki kuongea na watu. Hata time watu wanaongea about finance bill ama nini, anaona tu me I'm too big for this nini, unaona? You need to interact with people. People need to see your personality. Yeah.
So if I can get you clearly, it is highly risky to actually just be on social media. Wewe uko pale una consume content, unasema huyu ameomoka, kumbe hata hajaomoka na ako tu pale. And also it is very very risky for you as a content creator to actually do these funny things. What is the biggest risk you've actually taken on your career so far so good, on your content creation career so far so good since you started? Your biggest risk.
Biggest risk, okay, I think maybe too near to saying what I want to say. Like kuna say they can't air their views, like on politics, on other people, the industry nini, because they fear being cancelled and all that. But mimi, if I don't support, let's say, vaccinating of the cows, I'm going to say it, unaona. Pia like speaking against some of these things, pia inakutoa, yeah, there are brands you can't work with, unaona. So it's also a risk on your income, because if I talk about Aviator negatively, of course siezi market those companies, and they're the ones who are paying a lot of money in the industry. So yeah, these are the risks zenye I can say I've taken.
Now, when I look at your social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, I see TikTok, all of this, you're over 100,000. You have so many people following you. How have you been building your following all these years, and maybe to the current size? And what has been the strategies that has worked for you? What are some of the strategies that have worked for you best for you to build this following and even to monetize from this following?
Yeah, it's all about creating value and consistency. If you create value and you're consistent, people are going to follow you, people will consume your content. Alafu, my content is relatable and it's something like, it's not robotic. Unajua kuna mtu anaenda tu 5 signs, 5 things, 5 like, yes, that content is good, but ni kitu mtu anaweza enda tu atoe chat GPT. But when I talk about something na relate to real life situation, napeana examples, napeana stories, all that. So nikipackage hivyo, someone can listen to it, someone can enjoy it, and someone can share it. And also understanding the different types of content. Kuna content, kuna ya kumake do, kuna content ya kushare, kuna content ya engagement. They are different. So unaweza pata kuna msee ni celeb TikTok, but huku nje hakuna mtu anamjua. You have seen people like that.
Hata Leona Trevor akisema hiyo story ati TikTokers wasijite celebrities, but that is a conversation tunaongea baadaye kidogo.
Yeah, so it's because unaweza kuwa unapiga millions of views on TikTok, but your videos are not shareable. Unaona? So mtu kama mimi tukitembea naye pale nje utaona, hey, people recognize this guy. It's because my videos are shareable. Video yangu inaweza tumwa kwa group ya church, inaweza tumwa kwa group ya shule, kwa group ya job, inaweza tumwa kwa family group, unaona. So they are very shareable. Hata unapata mzazi anaweza tumia mtoto wake ako campus, hebu sikiza this guy what he's saying. But kuna mse anadu videos flani, you can't post them hata kwa WhatsApp status yako, even if you consume them. And hapo ndio saa watu waelewangi the difference.
Umetaja kitu very important. Kuna entertaining content, kuna valuable content. Watu wengi upotelea pale sasa. Wanasema, unataka ni entertain, tena niweke value. Si ni dance tu. Then anajiambia sasa hiyo ishapeana value. Hebu please kindly elaborate what is value to someone mwenye ako pale, and what is entertainment content, and how do you balance the two? Yes.
Yeah, so entertainment in itself is value. Inspiration is value, education is value. So if you have a balance of these things, people see you now as an authority and they can listen to you. Unaona? So yes, sometimes I do some funny videos which fall under entertainment, but I also make sure that I do inspirational and also content where I'm teaching. So let's say you are a dancer. Your value will come in the form of entertainment and inspiration mostly. So if you're not inspiring people, then people won't find your videos valuable. Hata kama we ni dancer, unaona. If you are a comedian, like people want to see like, okay, hii comedy inakusaidia aje? How can you be an inspiration to us apart from kutuchekesha? Yeah.
Wakati nilikuwa naanza, I remember I once reached out to you and you are kwanza one of the few guys ulishika simu yangu na ukaniuliza content yangu inafanya nini. I remember that time I had around 6,000 followers. Ukaniambia nikifika 10,000 followers nikupigia simu. But there's something uliniuliza how many posts do you post na daily? Nikakwambia na postingi 3. Ukaniambia ni post 20 videos per day. What made you to come to that realization enye ukipost 20 videos account inalipuka mbaya? Because I did that. Hiyo siku ya kwanza nilihema jo, nilikuwa nalala, nilikuwa nashindwa huyu jamaa ako na wafanyikazi wangapi? But ilikuwaje ndio wewe ukajua 20 posts, and how many posts do you post normally ndio ufike penye umefika hapa saizi per day?
In the first 2 years I used to post daily and I did between 10 to 20 every night. Nilikuwa nadu, because you see when you are building something lazima put in the work. Una put in the work kabisa, so ikifika time yako ya kukula utakula, unaona. So like if you are starting out and I'm doing more videos than you, so unaona usha fail kwa game. You should be doing more than me, because sasa you see now when I'm starting hakuna mtu ananijua, so me nafa kugo all out so that I can be able to get an audience. So if you are doing 1 video per day, in a month umefanya 30. Me hizo 30 napiga na siku 2, so you can't catch me.
Unapiga 30 na siku 2? Yeah. My lord.
Yeah, and if someone sees you all the time, hata ka hawa watch but wanakuona tu. Unajua kuna wale wase wanakuonanga tu wakiswipe, unaona, but huo msee anakujua. Kuna siku content yako itamuingia yani, then now ataanza kukuwatch. Yeah, but if we don't see you tunakusahau. Yeah, so lazima you put in the effort kabisa.
Now that umesema hivyo mambo ya effort, umesema mambo ya ukianza, nataka tusonge mbele kidogo pale penye sasa umeshajenga brand yako, inaonekana watu wanakuona. Do you think there's need for you to employ other people, maybe an extra editor or employ maybe manager to help you maybe get some gigs hapa na pale, because you're scaling yourself? Hutaki kupata tena hiyo 2k ulikuwa unapata, you want to get maybe $2,000 now, not 2,000 shillings. Sasa is it important, and at what point should a content creator consider expanding in terms of hiring extra manpower imsaidie?
It depends with the content you are doing. Don't just hire people for the sake, because I made that mistake. There was a time I hired some people, then I realized hii kitu najifanyianga tu, like I don't need help at this point. Unaget? You need to realize that the fact that nimegrow jina haimaanishi ati lazima nikuwe na manager. You need to ask yourself who manager anakam kudu nini. Because there was a guy, most of these guys, mtu ana start out, ana charge brand 10k for a video, akona manager anachukua 30%. So manager amechukua 3k, wewe umebaki na 7k.
Na manager hatafanya hiyo kazi.
Manager hatafanya kazi. So like some TikTok alikuwa ananishow your story, nikamwambia you need to fire that guy, because if you are my manager, unaniletea business, unaenda unaongea na brands unawaleta, then I give you 30%, it makes sense. Lakini sasa huyu brand inamu-approach, anawapea namba ya manager, wanaenda wanaongea na manager, then manager lazima amcall ndio mse amwambie walipishe hivi. So what are you doing?
He's paying the systems. He wants to be seen akona managerial team.
No, like have a manager if it's necessary. Because even these people, mtu ana trend siku mbili ati ako na manager, then after 2 weeks wamekosana na manager. Sasa manager pia yeye anaenda kufanya interviews, unaona? So,
yeah. Kwani sihitaji manager hivyo hivi tu sana sana kama TikToker? Unasema hivyo ama lazima maybe for example maybe mimi ni YouTuber, niko na vast types of long videos, naweza hitaji editor. Hapo unaweza sema naweza hitaji manager in that instance, but TikToker anaweza afanya kazi ajitume.
You need, like, let's say unafanya podcast and you need someone wa kukushoot, unaona ina make sense, eh? But saka mimi na shoot tu na simu, I'm doing my TikTok, I don't need to pay someone saa ashike simu na anaweza simu kwa tripod, you get. If I want to do a project yenye itahitaji videographer, I can hire a videographer for a day, niende nishutie brand and I pay that videographer. I don't have to have a videographer and I'm lip up monthly, you get. If I need to edit a video some type of way, I can get an editor for that specific video. Lakini if what you do needs that manager, maybe wewe unafanyanga UMC, unakuwa booked, you have a lot of bookings and all that, you can have a manager so that wanakupanga schedule and all that, wana negotiate hizo vitu zote. But sometimes unapata most of hizi jobs when people start out hizi marketing video, mtu anakulipa 20k 30k, so what do you need a manager for? Unaona, when you go to do like an over the line contract, ile yenye wanakuweka kwa billboard, kwa TV, kwa content, they can use your face hivyo, then you can have someone to speak on your behalf. Lakini just the normal dealings, there's no need that sasa umechukua manager full time, you are making like 100k per month, huo mse unampea 30k, wewe unabaki na 70. Does it make sense?
So msanii, umesikia, pesa yako ni mzuri, ndio unaweza share na watu, but take time, also learn your craft, learn whatever you're doing, because ule manager kama utakuwa unampea tu simu, haongea client after client, ashakurich wewe mwenyewe personally, my friend, uhitaji huyo jamaa. Na kama uko pale wewe ni manager hiyo type, siku hatukunyang'anyi kazi. Kaka umefutwa. So, what was your first viral post, and how did it change your life or perspective? Because nimekuona pale Nairobi Gossip, nimekuona Pulse, hadi nikakuja nikaanza kuona wanakuita Mr. Know It All pale, ilikuwa ni sijui ni TV gani ilikuwa ilifanya hivyo. But nimekuja kushangaa watu wengi wanakujua sana kila kona. So, what was that viral video and how did it change your life?
My videos zilikuwa zina gain, like, unajua I was doing so many videos, so napata in a week I have like 100 videos, unaona. So hata uwezi jua ni gani ilienda wapi. Mimi natumia tu screenshots, sijui uko Nairobi Gossip, uko wapi. But sasa the first one could get like over 1 million views, I guess ilikuwa hiyo ya scams, yeah, 10 scams in Kenya, hizo severally. Yeah, there was a time I also did some funny videos, just comedy, zikaanza kwenda viral vibaya sana, nikasema hapana, I don't want my brand ikwe this comedy nini. And nilikuwa nachora like sasa the head of a Luo man, so na partition the brain like Mercedes, baby girl nini. Nikafanya ya Kikuyu man, nikafanya the brain of Andrew Kibe, nikafanya the brain of a slay queen. Watu walikuwa napenda hizo. I was just drawing a head, na draw tu kichwa na partition hivi kichwa. Zilikuwa na get views, but I was like, staki watu wanijue na hizi comedy. So yeah, mine has been gradual. Watu tu wanashare. So venye nilijoiningi Facebook the first time, ndio sasa like my name sasa ika explode yani. When I opened a Facebook page nikaanza kupost, ikaanza kugo viral, ndio sasa watu walinijua kwa ground vizuri. Then Instagram. Yeah.
Juu umesema hapa hivi ati mambo ati unachora kidogo ka face hapa hivi, umenikumbusha kuna msee anachora to face wa Kasongo pale pale Twitter na anaenda viral ile mbaya kabisa. So watu wanasema mambo mingi hapa na pale, but something I've also learned is that wewe umekuwa na some uniqueness along the way. So our content creators wenye wako kwa game saizi, wale wenye wanakuambia siku hizo uko na 400,000 followers, then hao ndo wanaanza leo wanataka wafike 400,000 kesho. Unawaambia ngaje na hawana uniqueness, hawana, yani unashindwa hata unawaambianga nini yenye inaweza wajenga, because they are just seeing you for the very first time maybe, na wanatamani ako na very many views. Yes.
Yeah, I just tell them to be yourself. Just be yourself and also experiment. Experiment, because hawezi jua nini itawak if you don't experiment. So yeah, experiment. Haina shida, hata video ikiflop, so you just do another one. Yeah, because kuna watu video ikiflop anaenda na delete, ikipata views anaiacha. And you see, when I meet people huku nje, most people quote videos zenye ziko na 5,000 ama 10k, unaona? Like hizo ndio zuri, cause say yani imewatouch, it's relatable to them kabisa. So usiwahi dharau video hata ya 50 views. Yeah. Hiyo inaweza kupea hata client. Yeah.
Now, during your journey, there's a time ushaitaka maybe kuquit ama ushaijambia hii kitu inakani mawe, because uliniambia siku za kwanza ulianza na faceless account, then ukasukuma ukaona hapa inakani mawe. What made you not to quit and come back na ujiambie haya tusonge kabisa, na mkamara 3 na mkamara 3 na mkamara 4? Yes.
Yeah, at that time unajua saa I didn't have options. Sikuwa job, COVID imekam imeharibu biashara, and also like venye nilianza kushow my face na views ilikuwa kidogo, but hizo views kidogo nilikuwa na get inquiries, nilikuwa na get DM comment hapa. So I was like, kama napata 100 views, 2 people who wanasema hii kitu imewajenga, what if I get 100,000 views? Inamaanisha I'll get like 2,000 people wenye watajengwa na hii video. So that's why I said acha tu niendelee kupost, hata kama ni msee moja anasaidika ni sawa. Yeah, so I just continued hivyo hadi saa hii.
Now, pale TikTok sana juu watu wengi wamekujulia pale TikTok sana, na tumekuwa na kwa many interviews later on. Wale watu wenye maybe you interact with sana content creators wenye mna impactiana, because I see you only follow 2 or 3 people. Could you maybe mention some maybe 5 people that someone who's new to TikTok anafaa pitia account zao, hata kama maybe najua waja kulipa to a market, but maybe people who you are looking up to and now learn so many things, and moving forward unataka pia mtu mwingine aangalia watu?
Okay, like for me sasa nikianza, I used to watch Mseka Aziad. Yeah, like I used to watch her videos and I used to learn a lot about TikTok from her. I've also watched so many videos on content creation, like on YouTube. Ukienda YouTube, kuna so much content about content creation. So kuna accounts kama Think Media. You can look at something like Think Media. It's a very nice account huko. Hao wanafunzanga mostly about YouTube.
Ni wako poa sana
about YouTube, yeah. But unajua hata ukiwatch about YouTube bado inakufunza hizi, because it's still the same people. Ni different platform but ile psychology ni same. Yeah, alafu I've been able yani just to study people, the way people react to, because unajua hii content creation is all about psychology. Like there's something nikisema najua people will get triggered, they'll comment, so I'll get engagement, I'll get views hivyo. Yeah, so it's about pia kujua kucheza na akili ya watu sometimes. Yeah.
So when someone is trying to build their personal brand, from your experience, what are some of the things wanafaa wa avoid kabisa? Mi yangu ni ile ya kwanza nasemanga follow for follow. Hiyo mi naambianga mtu yoyote, ukijaribu wewe jua account yako imekufa. But wewe in your experience, kwa ni gani if you may kindly tell us?
Okay, like naweza sema tu like avoid trying to build yourself by bringing people down. Kuna even interviewers naonanga mtu anaenda anauliza ati ni celeb mgani wa Kenya huku bo. You see such kind of content, utaget views but hazitakusaidia. Cause already you are showing us your personality. Sasa brand gani itakama hata kukuendorse, unaona? Like just do content. Ataka una criticize from a point of this is criticism. It's not hate. Unaona? But kama uko na hiyo hate, unaenda tu unachukua unafanya video against me cause unajua uta get views. Hizo views hazitakusaidia, unaona? So if you are building, don't tear down other creators. Yeah.
That's very impactful because watu wengi hapa wameanza kujifanya ile content nasema hivyo because so many people have been complaining whereby creators ati content yao ni kuongelea tu watu. And now watu wanaanza kuuliza wewe content yako ni gani? Usipoongelea Mr. X, Mrs. Y, hauna content kesho? So that brings me to the next question, which is now, what is your definition of success, and has it ever occurred to you that people are calling you successful because of reason X, reason Y? What is your definition of success on social media?
On social media,
ndio wengine waanze hata kukutukana sasa kwa content zao.
Yeah, success on social media is basically impacting other people. If you can impact other people, like mtu tu anaweza sema bro, like your videos zinanijenga. Like I was sad but sasa nasikia nimechangamka, umenimotivate. Unajua, like hiyo tu kwa na impact in society, that's enough success for me.
Now tukielekea kumalizia, ningependa sana kujua some few things. For example, tukienda kumalizia, because you are in the personal development niche also, and there are things you can tell someone mwenye kwa hii nini yetu content creation ajaribu kuiangalia sana. For example, how do you stay grounded while managing multiple roles while growing fame? Because wewe ni so many things together. Hadi wewe ni author, but at the end of it all bado unatry kuimpact jamii. So yeah, so how hata nimeshuhudia kitu kwambia, how do you stay grounded while managing? Yani unakangaje, uko focused kabisa kwa kitu unafanya na una vitu mingi unafanya, na umesema hapa uhitaji manager X, manager Y. Yes.
It's all about like don't let views zikuingie kwa akili. Hiyo ndio kitu, it's destroying a lot of creators. You start getting views, then unaona sasa umefika. Even seen some people wenye they found me doing videos, amepata some trending videos, ameget a good, some say anaanza kukudharau. Like mtu anaona sasa wewe hakuna kitu unajua, sasa sisi ndio kusema, unaona? But you need to be humble.
So Llewellyn, kuna kitu moja ningependa kujua sana as we finish. Kuna ule mtu mwenye ungependa kuwork na yeye, maybe ni a group of people, maybe on a project, or maybe on an interview, and ungependa tu kudig, or maybe to talk to them, maybe to have a small project with them, who could this person be, ama who could these people be, if I may kindly ask?
Okay, so I used to ile show ya Jalango. They alikuwa na interview watu, like ilikuwa fiti, but sa by the time naingia kwa game ya alikuwa ashatoka. Yeah, but hiyo ndio interview moja nilikuwa nimetamani sana.
Sanitize. Wewe Jalasul, tumaliza sana na history ya sanitize. Unaambia watu sanitize. What do you think is the problem? Because I've been seeing so many guys wanakuja wana trend wanapotea. Kulikuwa na huyo Kaveve Kazoze nini akapotea. Then kiasi I've been seeing this guy who's very tall all over the place. Kwanza ni wawili ama watatu, I think so. Wanakuja wanapotea. Then I saw the lady who was whistling.
Yeah.
She just alikuja akapotea. So au kujanga wanapotea. Is it because hawananga strategy ya kwa game? Because wewe after maybe umekuwa around umelearning vitu, what do you think happens to them? Is it wanaogopa leo sipati views, acha ni happen, then wanakaa wameenda kabisa na wakati?
You see, now the problem mostly is we take people who are not content creators and we want them to be influencers. We want them to be content creators. Because unajua sasa, when you start shooting,
yes,
you need to learn a lot of things.
Yes,
a lot. Because many times I could shoot, I knew nothing. I had to learn how TikTok works.
Yes,
I had to learn how Facebook works. I had to learn how to shoot, how to edit, lighting, sound. Hizo vitu zote you have to learn.
Yes,
You have to learn different video ita trend.
Yes,
Kuna video ita get views.
Yes,
and people won't share it.
Yes,
Kuna videos people will share it. Kuna videos people will comment. Ingine itapata views haina engagement. Kuna video ita convert, itakupea client.
Exactly.
Ingine ita get views, itakupea. Those are
chochote.
different videos. Kuna videos nikifanya sahi, I can guarantee you I'll get 1 million views.
Yes.
I know.
You very sure.
Niko sure
but hazikusaidii.
Yeah, but I can't do it every day because I know
the impact of it.
the impact. Kuna zingine nitafanya ita get 5,000, 10,000, but najua this one will convert it and it's a client.
Yes,
And that's something people don't know. Unajua ukitrend, unafikiria tu hizo views ni pesa. So they end up doing funny things which are not sustainable. Unaona? Mse, if you look at, let's say mtuka Asia.
Yes.
Because people use that as an argument. People think Asia alitrend.
juu ya kudance.
Alitrend at hivyo once.
Yes.
But Asia was on TikTok for a very long time. In fact, I was one of her followers before
She
that
became
video.
Hiyo video ya ilikuwa video ya ngoma gani?
Utawezana. She had trending videos on TikTok before that. She had a good following. Wale watu tulikuwa TikTok tulikuwa tunamjua. So by the time hii video inakaa, she had learned the game. Unajua, if you do videos for a long time, you know kuna haters.
Definitely.
You know kuna monetization and all these things.
Yes.
At least unajua market rate, nikitoa na kampuni, this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, because why would you call me uniparade the whole day just to give me a pair of shoes? Sio ni hasara. You see?
Ya hali ya juu.
Yeah, hiyo ni kiatu maybe a 5,000.
Yes.
But I can shoot a video for a brand in my house.
Yes.
And I make 50,000 from that
video.
So why would I come, nikwe paraded in your company,
I see.
spend the whole day,
Yes.
nimetumia fare and all that, then you give me like a voucher ya 10K ya money, you know?
I see.
So because I've been in the game for long, kuna vile companies cannot use you.
Yes.
Unaona?
You know your value?
Yeah. There are things I'll say no to. That's why utaniona everywhere.
I see.
It's not that people are not calling me. But you find mtu anakuita event. There was an event I was called like in Maseno. You get a group, they are doing an event there. So anataka uende, you spend like 2 days.
Yes.
They are not providing transport, they are not providing accommodation. Ujisimame kila kitu uende hiyo event. So unaona mimi sitaki mnyinyi mnijenge, unaona. If you want me to come, let's say motivate students and that's different. I'll come even if they're not paying.
Yes.
But kuna zingine unaitwa event, they just want to use you for posters,
ndio
watu wa come for event, you know, and they don't want to pay you.
Which is not good at all.
Yeah.
Which is not good at all.
Most of these guys, because mtu ametrend, companies wanamtumia
Vibaya.
Unapewa voucher enda Mombasa. Yes, umemarket the company. What are you benefiting? I remember nikianza there was a company, they wanted to take me to Mombasa.
Yes.
For 3 days.
Yes.
I quit.
Yes.
Nikauliza mnanilipa how much? We are not paying. So why would I go to Mombasa for 3 days?
Una shughuli zako.
Yeah, you're not paying me. Unaona distract my flow of content and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, so these guys, they need mentorship. In fact, it's friends, they need mentorship. And they need to know any job.
Yes.
Usitrend usahau kushoot videos. If that's what you want to do. If you don't want to do it here, don't entertain. Don't entertain it like this. Sasa unapata mtu anakaa interview anasema sasa I'm broke, but you see people don't owe you anything.
Definitely, they never owe you anything.
Yeah, just because umetrend haimanishi sasa tunapaswa kuchangia ama tutumie pesa. Because hiyo pesa watu wanakutumia, they have worked
for it.
So you also need to work. If you want to make it as an influencer, ingia kwa game wewe pia, do videos, angalia watu wanafanya nini.
So in terms of now being in the social media scene, there are these people wenye pia wako very serious, kama madaktari for example.
Yeah.
You just mentioned you yourself, you are a doctor in the making.
Yeah.
But there are now people who are doctors, and currently kuna strike ya doctors.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are so many ways someone can make money as a doctor using social media, but they don't know these things. Maybe could you take some time, maybe waambie majama, and also I'm also very sure there are other people who are popular, like musicians. They come, they get virality, then they don't monetize on it. Start with the doctors. How can they make money by being present on social media? Yes.
You see now for doctors and other professionals like lawyers and all that.
Yes.
As a doctor, you have so much knowledge.
Yes.
You have invested a lot of time and money to so much. So how can you impact people with this knowledge? Making money is all about providing value.
Yes.
If you provide value, people are going to pay you.
Definitely.
I've seen, unajua sahi, if I want to understand a concept better, I can go on YouTube, I just search it.
Yes.
I'll see videos about it.
Yes.
Most of those doctors ni Wahindi na wazungu.
Hakuna Waafrika, ni wachache.
Very few. And we have professors, we have people wamesoma, they are in so many boards across Africa, the world, and they are just here, but they are not sharing that knowledge. Yeah, so there's one of our lecturers, anafanyanga videos, like the Zoom sessions when he teaches, he records na anaeka YouTube. And he gets to help. Unaona kuna students even from the US, from wapi, from Nigeria, they are watching that and wanafaidika sana.
Sana.
And this guy is making money on YouTube. Unaona 2 million followers. Anadu content TikTok. Na anadu in English. So watu hata wajui ni Kenya. People think she's Nigerian. Akona 1.2 million followers. Making zero on TikTok. Juu anakuwa approached na watu wako huko Nigeria. Those guys hawatakangi kulipa consultation. They don't want to pay anything. Kenya hajakuwa approached hata na brand hata moja. Brands hawajui ni Mkenya. Na pia kuna boy mwingine Mkenya anakuanga UK, akona the same problem. So lazima lazima ground content yako inaweza tunaonyesha niko kwa ground. I'm in the Kenyan market, I understand what's going on. Na followers wangu, because unajua brand ya Kenya inataka mtu anaweza ongea to their followers. So kama wewe unaonekana huku wewe uko tu Nigeria nini, it's hard to get brands. So unaona siwezi kama kila siku ati napeana business ideas za kuzuia digital. Unaona? So unaona sasa people will get bored. Watu wanataka sometimes unasema kitu controversial. So
hizo ni controversy.
Hiyo lazima so that ujenge jina. Because hii content haitakuweka Nairobi gossip. Unaona? Hii content yako unaongelesha marketers.
Hizi ni haitawahi.
But ukiongelea Willy Paul kidogo ama nini kitu ina trend sometimes. So what happens, niko narusha net.
I see.
That's what I do na hizi video za scam na hizi za kutrend. Narushanga net. Napiga videos zitapiga million views, 500.
Alafu unaweka next
na get followers. Follower na come, ana watch content, ana familiarize na wewe. Kesho akipatana na video yangu naongelea story ya do, ataisikiza. So naenda tu nikiongeza hivyo followers. So usione ati ni useless.
So you were telling us exactly how a doctor can earn by being on social media, without just being someone who scrolls and goes and sleeps. Yes. What are some of these ways? Especially a Kenyan in Nairobi, because there are Kenyans currently who are doctors, they are striking, right? Yeah, so they need to be making money. So what are some of these ways?
The first thing is, let's say you're a doctor and you have your own clinic.
Yes.
So how are you getting people to know about your services?
Yes.
Teach us online. If you're a gynecologist,
yes,
ladies are struggling with a lot of things. If you're an obstetrician, ladies are struggling with a lot of things during their pregnancy. They need to know a lot of this information. Give it for free through your videos. Teach people. And in return, you're going to get people who will come to your clinic. In return, if you write books about reproductive health,
yes,
people are going to buy.
Yes.
And you can also have your videos. You're going to be monetized.
Yes.
So you can make money through that. You can also have a website where you teach.
Yes.
And people can visit. You can write blogs. People can come and read your articles. So there are so many ways you can make money as a professional through social media.
Because I've been seeing even now currently the people who are straight from campus. They are looking for jobs. And I'm told the job market now, I don't know how it's looking like. It is bad. It is sad. Because the kinds of, I was told there are engineers who are being paid 40,000 Kenyan shillings. There are lawyers, I'm told. Even there's a content creator I saw the other day saying that she decided not to go for the job she had applied for, went for the recruitment interview, passed. When she found out what she was going to be paid, she just decided to start her thrift business, which makes her 4-5 times more money than the 40,000 she was going to get. So, what can you tell these people? Where can you start on social media? Because you started somewhere. Yes. Where can they start to monetize? And should they look at likes, followers, all these shenanigans and be discouraged? Where do they start from?
So the first thing is, go for the platform that you like.
Yes.
If you are always on TikTok, go for TikTok. If you are always on LinkedIn, go for LinkedIn.
Yes.
If you are always on Twitter, go for Twitter.
Yes.
Start with that platform that you spend most of your time watching, consuming content.
Yes.
Start there.
Yes.
Decide the content you are doing. Start. Be consistent. Learn along the way.
Yes.
Then you start strategizing on monetization. So create value. Value is in terms of entertainment,
Yes.
inspiration,
Yes.
or education. If you do one or two of those things, definitely people will consume your content. Then you can be able to monetize. If you want to make money from content, do content that can be monetized. Content that can get you direct clients. So let's say for people who dance,
Yes.
you see now their monetization is a bit limited because yes, they can be called to clubs to dance or during this festival.
Yes.
Or they can push a TikTok song.
Music video.
Or they can be called as video victims.
Yes.
And they'll be paid.
Yes.
The other way they can monetize is through having dance classes.
Dance classes. Yes.
Either online or physical. So you see they have their own avenue.
Yes.
But you see that person, it's hard for them to, let's say, write a book. You see, it's hard for them to, let's say, be invited as a speaker and be paid. So you need to look at what you are doing
Yes.
and how you want to monetize it.
Yes.
If you do inspirational and educational content, it's easier to monetize because you have a range of things that you can do. There are some content, yes, you'll get a lot of views, let's say the comedies and all this, but you see now the competition and all that.
Yes.
It's either you do some adverts for these betting companies and other brands, but you don't have a wide range of monetization.
Yes.
Like just as it came, I told you I also have a session with a lady who's in UK.
Yes.
And you see that lady is paying me to train her on YouTube. We are doing 1 month, 2 Zoom sessions per week. And she's paying me a lot of money. If I tell people, they won't even believe. Last month, I trained a lady. I'll show you the account. I trained a lady on, she's an accountant.
Yes.
I trained her on TikTok.
Yes.
She's already past 5,000 views in just 1 month.
Just 1 month.
She's already getting clients.
Yes.
Because she's doing tax consulting. So I do training like digital marketing. I do Facebook training. You see, it's easy for me to do a masterclass.
Yes.
The last masterclass I did on Facebook, I did a masterclass on Facebook about Facebook.
Yes.
The way people can build their accounts and be able to monetize and make money.
Yes.
I had 88 people.
88 people.
88 people.
Wow.
In that, it was 3 hours Zoom session.
Supposing each one of them just paid 1,000 shillings.
Actually, that masterclass was 1,000 shillings.
Wow.
Yeah.
88 cool money.
Yeah.
1,000.
Within the 3 hours.
Wow.
Then I did another one, which I charged 3,000 shillings for money market funds and government funds.
Yes.
And that one I had around 38 people or something, each paying 3,000 shillings.
Wow.
So you see, through masterclasses, you can be able to make good money.
Good money.
Because you're creating value. You can charge, some masterclasses are even 10,000 or even 50K. It depends on your target. If I do a masterclass for my LinkedIn audience,
Yes.
I can't charge the same like the one I'm doing for my TikTok audience.
Yes.
Because those are two different audiences.
Audiences.
Yeah, so someone needs also to know the power of the platform.
The power of the platform.
Yeah.
I see.
If you have like 1,000 followers
Yes.
on Twitter,
Yes.
it's not the same with 1,000 on TikTok.
Yes.
It's not the same with 1,000 on LinkedIn.
I see.
No. You could have, I have people who call me content creators.
Yes.
Someone has like 100,000 followers on TikTok or 1 million, and they're not making anything.
Hey.
And you find someone on LinkedIn.
A whole million.
Yeah. And you find someone on LinkedIn with only 2,000 followers.
Yes.
Making some serious stuff. Because, let's say, like, if you go to manage the LinkedIn of a CEO,
Yes.
how much do you think they're paying you per month? They're paying you between 40 to 100,000.
Yes.
That's one client.
One client.
If you have 2 clients, you can make a full 200K from just managing their LinkedIn.
Their
Either
LinkedIn.
for the CEOs, the CFOs, the executives, or for the company.
I see.
No.
I see.
Someone on TikTok is struggling, tap. They are getting coins, going live. Every day, this person is going live for 8 hours. Every day, they are making about 500, maybe 1,000 bucks, maybe 2,000 bucks. The whole month, maybe that person has made like 50,000. And that person has like 100,000 because they don't know how to monetize.
And by the time you even reach a point where you can earn 50K from lives alone, you must have built your brand, right?
Yeah.
You must have gained so many followers, done so many posts, had times when there are no views for a very long time. What makes you think people don't have that time? Why do Kenyans don't have the time to build their brand? Because whatever you're saying is typically just begging, if you may kindly put it in full words.
Yeah.
But people don't like you telling them that they are begging by tapping. But there are better ways to earn without tapping. These kinds of people, how do you encounter these people? because they called you, they said, I want to build a brand like yours. Then now you have to tell them what to do. How do they react?
Some listen,
Yes.
some don't. Yeah, some think they know everything. So, and you see now, I'll charge you. Yeah, there's a creator, 1 million followers. Someone wants me to show them how they can monetize. And they have a very valuable brand, they just don't know how to make money. So I'll charge you, I'll tell you.
Yes.
Okay, pay me like 30,000
Yes.
or 20,000 and I'll show you.
Yes.
But someone doesn't want to pay. So what do? I can't have a session with you for like 3 hours.
Yes.
I cannot pay you. So those who pay, they get value from me. If someone knows that they'll get value from me,
Yes.
they don't have a problem paying. But if someone has a problem paying them, that person doesn't believe that you can help them. So
What was the lowest amount, what was the first amount of money you ever received using TikTok or maybe content creation while doing, and you are like, wow, so they can pay me actually.
yeah.
They can send me money priorly without me working, then I can get work. When was that? How much was it? What did you do?
Okay, so I did content. Initially, I was just doing business ideas. So what happened is, someone will DM me and say, tag me on the video you did for 100K. Because I was doing like 10 businesses you can start with 100K,
Yes.
50K, 20, like that.
Yes.
So tag me for ile ya 50K. I go and tag them.
Yes.
Another one, tag me, ile video ulifanya ya 20K, I go and tag them.
Yes.
But now views zikakuwa mingi, DMs ni mingi.
Yes.
I can't even find those videos because now I have so many videos.
Yes.
And people are saying, ile video ya 50K unaweza tumia. So
Aha.
I say, I can compile this information as an ebook.
Yes.
So if someone wants to refer to a certain business, they can just get the copy on WhatsApp and they can read it. Of course, it can't be free because no one will value it.
Yes.
And I didn't want to put it expensive because I want to come to a campus.
Anunue kitabu.
Yeah, so I just put 200 bucks. So actually when I did, I just had the idea but I hadn't written the book.
Yes.
So I just did a video, I said I've written a book. It has 50 business ideas.
Yes.
This is what it contains. It's only 200.
Yes.
Within 1 hour, I had 5 people who had paid.
5 people had already paid for that book.
And I haven't written. so I'm just telling
So
you,
what happened? Yeah.
I'm outside the house.
Yes.
The book is on my laptop. Hata nikirudi na kutumia. So saa hiyo naandika.
Wow.
I'm writing and
Wow.
I have the content. I also have my videos I'm referring.
Yes.
Unajua, before I do those videos, the research I've written them.
You have so much research you've done.
Because we've got
Yes.
kitabu yangu. So I've written. So I think we can do now the professional editing. No. It was just the word document.
Yes. Yes.
PDF.
Uh-huh.
I get a PDF. I sold it for 1 year.
Wow.
Before I got a publisher to edit it vizuri na ipublishiwe ikuwe kitabu. Because now people just kept on buying. I kept on selling. Then I got now the idea of business plan. So alikuwa nauliza, get sasa business plan ya hii biashara. Get ya
Jamaa ndakumwandikia sasa.
So I was telling them 300, 500. They're not paying. They're not paying. Na sasa hiyo inquiries ni mingi tukasema sana. If I have to go through this, let it be worth it. Tukasema sasa nalipita 2,000 kwa business. When I changed from 500 to 2,000, people started paying.
You changed from 300 to 500 to 2,000.
Yeah.
Now they started paying.
They started paying. If you are 300, 500, they are not paying.
People don't like cheap things.
Yeah. So wakaanza, nataka ya nikianze vizuri 3-4 days. Then I got a client. Alikuwa anataka kuandika arifa. Ndio kula kitu a rehab facility. I had to do a lot of research
Yes.
and all that.
Yes.
Pigizo my quotations and all that.
Yes.
Nikapigia client job safi.
Yes.
Actually aniuliza how much pesa tena
Aha.
kamwambia 7.
Yes.
Didn't even bargain.
Akakutumia. Ukasema.
Hata ningesema 15 bana.
Yes.
You know those clients are kulipa, they don't
Promptly.
bargain.
Yeah. Yes, I know those types of clients.
Wow.
Aha.
7K job moja. Hapo nikaje kitu.
Kuna kitu hapa.
Then after a few weeks I got a company. Wow.
A whole company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hao ndo walinisumbua maji.
Aha.
They wanted a business plan. They wanted to do a project in Kenya. Real
Yes.
estate.
Yes.
So they wanted a business plan.
Yes.
They wanted a company profile.
Yes.
And they wanted 3 things.
Yes.
And they wanted a website.
Yes.
Our charge $1,000 for each.
Wow. And they pay.
And they didn't bargain.
And you are like, oh, I undercharged them again.
That time you know, I used to, by that time I was doing now company profile. So
Yes.
charging price.
Yes.
Now these are not just like companies are real estate, like
Regional companies.
Yeah.
Yes.
how come I can't charge them?
Ah, you.
So hapo ndo sana nikajua.
Uh-huh.
You see, kazi safi, kafanya kazi safi.
Yes.
So from there, yani I've just done a lot.
Now,
For so many clients.
now things have now just started opening up after these things now.
Yeah, so now I know. Kuna yule mtu wa campus tu anataka biashara yake hapo kama ya 30,000, 50,000.
Yes.
I can even do for them a plan at 500K.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I
see.
can't charge
I see.
them 5K a month.
I see.
No, no.
I see.
So it depends with the company. It depends with the scope of work.
I've also learned something else, because from my own experience, I came to learn that me personally, I didn't have courses.
Yeah.
Then let me tell you something funny. Someone once called me because I used to see on my posts, they were saying interested, interested, interested. So I used to wonder, what is this interested? Interested in what? Then one day, I decided to ask someone, what are you interested in? Then they replied with, do you have a course? And I was like, oh, so they've been looking for a course all this time, and I didn't have. And mark you, that from the first time I started seeing that word interested, now a month had passed. So me, I was like, what is this interested? The moment another person called me, they were wanting me to take them through a course.
Yeah.
And when they called me, they asked me, how much do you pay? Do you charge for a course? I had never charged before. I don't know how much needs to be charged. I just said from ni kwa akili tu ile kujinga 2K. Na akalipa saa hiyo. So you want to tell me that value as a content creator should be driven by value. Because the value you had now necessitated you to actually now create a product, because people are demanding. Unlike what content creators are doing nowadays, they're approaching content creation from the other point of view. Yeah, so so far so good. When you look at your journey, so far so good. And now you've also told me you've done some money market funds. Content creators get confused with big money. And how do they now start having these monies well invested? Because I heard you said you are in money market and you have all the basics. You even have classes for those customers. So, for example, a content creator today gets paid 100,000 shillings. They've never even themselves touched 100,000 shillings, not unless it's for fees to go and pay. How did you deal with such pressure?
Initially,
Yes.
lazima tu itapita ndani. So the good thing with me, at least,
Yes.
like pesa hizi ni sure,
Yes.
because of my background and what I've been through.
Yes.
I've also worked.
Yes.
Hizi ni sure, but there's something
Yes.
like lazima ikuchanganye kidogo,
Yes.
because sometimes unapata yani in a week you have made like even 100k or
Yes.
50k.
Yes.
Like lazima tu there is something either una spend maybe kwa viatu ama you are just mtu akikomba 2k imetuma. You know when I started making money online unapata saa mtu maybe nilikoma na bro nisaidie 5k
Tumia. Yes.
so hizo like over time you realize it's a lot of money. No. You are ordering food, KFC all the time. Sa kidogo uko IMAX, nini.
Uber every time. Not Bolt. Uber.
So it's even worse like for people who are into gambling or partying because sometimes they spend so much money. Unaona. But it reached a point nika realize like hizi jobs zetu pia ni season. Kuna season you can make very good money.
Yes.
Season nyingine inaweza kauka.
Yes.
So you need to lazima ujipange. So kama sasa unaona for the last quarter.
Yes.
Hii sasa in the time creators wako na do because most companies go heavy on advertising in the last quarter.
Yes.
Kiingia quarter 1 hapo January hivi Feb. Companies are not spending on advertising.
Yes.
Wanajua watu hawana do. And kama hujajipanga as a creator utaumia hapo February, unaona? So I always advise people kuwa na money market fund, kuwa na sako, kuwa na this investment.
Yes.
If I'm paid by a brand right now 200k,
Yes.
I can take like 100k niweke kwa maybe money market fund ama niweke kwa sako.
Yes.
Unaona?
Yes.
So even if I spend hii do ingine, at least I've put something aside. But imagine you have nothing on the side. Kila pesa una make, you're just using. Then if something happens to you, you have no investment. Yeah, so because you see most of these creators are very young.
Yes.
And sometimes mtu anaweza fikiria itakuwa hivi kila siku.
Yes, because
haitakuwa hivyo kila siku.
Nimeona mahali mtu amesema that most content creators nowadays they find themselves having money and now wanajipata wanafaa kwanza kulipa bills or maybe brothers zao, siblings, shule, uncle fulani amekuwa mgonjwa, auntie fulani amekuwa mgonjwa, then inafika December yeye mwenyewe ana realize hana investment. And now those family members wanaanza check.
Ulipeleka pesa.
Ulikuwa na pesa mingi, hauna kitu siku hizi, but wamesahau you are actually helping them. So content creators wengi wako in that situation, black situation. Wanawaambianga aje because it is a real situation happening. Especially kwa nasema mambo ya SHA, SHIF, I don't know what. They're not working. Wewe unapigiwa simu na mtu kutoka maybe hata uliongea naye 20 years ago. I'm your uncle. I'm in this hospital. I need 100,000. You may have that 100,000, yes. But moving forward, how do you advise this people?
Yeah, you see, even musicians, like, unaona hiyo time umetrend, umehit vizuri.
Yes.
Uko na machos, or uko na brand. Hiyo do inakam na ni mob. But sasa what I realized is, yes, you can, you see now your family, like your immediate family.
Yes.
Be there for them.
Your wife and kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even now the family comes from your siblings or parents.
Yes.
Be there for them ile kiwango unaweza. Unaona?
Yes.
Ile yenye hauwezi wachana. Unaona? Be there ile kiwango unaweza. Then other people, like, you need to be careful because watu wananusanga do. The moment do ina hit account ndo unapata. And for like men unapata sasa influencer.
Yes.
Akona 3 girlfriends. Ama 3 baby mamas already, unaona? Hii pesa haijalishi ni pesa ngapi.
Yes.
If you always spend it, itaisha. Unaget?
Yes.
Then you start being frustrated. Gigs zinaenda down. Watu wanakujua, but now they know you are broke. Then sasa hapo ndo watu unapata wanaanza kuwa depressed, changieni, neglected, unaona?
Yes.
So people need to invest. You see, hatuna payslip.
Hatuna payslip.
So you have to create your own payslip.
Yes. Sasa kama wewe for example, unasema content creators hawana payslip. We need to invest. Umesema hii mambo ya money market fund, I've always wanted to understand it kabisa. For example, what are some of the top 3 money market funds, ama maybe top 5 that you can advise someone? Kama okay, nitaka uanzie hii, kama unaona hiyo maybe haitakusaidia, iko na hii maybe percentage, kuna hii nyingine, kama unaona hii iwezi, jaribu hii nyingine. What are they?
Yeah, the good ones is we have 30 registers.
Yes.
So in terms of stability, like we have the likes of CIC, KCB, Cooperative Bank.
Yes.
Kina ICLI. Then now we have zile kona high risk.
Yes.
Kama Lofticoban, Etika. Ease of access, like unaweza toa do to M-Pesa immediately.
Okay.
Etika, kuna Safaricom Zidi. Safaricom Zidi kuna another advantage, it doesn't have transaction fees. Yeah, so kuna a lot of things you need to consider before investing. Which company? What are my targets? What type of account? Unaweza jifungulia account, unaweza fungulia mtoi wako junior account.
Yes.
We have Kenyans in diaspora, they are opening diaspora accounts. We have dollar accounts.
Yes.
We have the Muslims, they have their Sharia account. Then as partners, as couples, as siblings, you can have joint accounts.
Okay.
As group, alumni wa shule, maybe group ya church, you can have a group account.
I see.
Then if you have a company, you can open a money market fund for that company. You can open a corporate account. So hizo information zote plus hapa my hesabu.
Yes.
If I put 50k per month,
yes,
in 5 years, how much will I have?
Yes.
Hizo my hesabu.
Yes.
So hizo zote ndo nimecompile in my book.
Yes.
Investing in money market fund. Only 500 bob.
Yes.
Soft copy.
Yes.
So hiyo pia nimeuza sana because people are interested in investing in money market fund. Sometimes mtu anataka yani tu umwelezee tu vizuri through Zoom around 1 hour 30 minutes. So that one I normally charge 5,000.
So for example, if maybe I have maybe 1 million shillings lying somewhere, and I'm looking for the best way possible using money market funds to invest it, I can come to you and you direct me step by step and give me the advantages, the disadvantages, and even give me, because you told me you are also a business consultant, give me other options whatsoever that I can actually invest this money.
You can put it in money market fund, you can put it in government bonds, you can go for treasury bills, you can invest in company shares. So hizo ndo vitu na advising watu. So that Zoom, it's normally
5,000 shillings.
When I started it was 2,000, then 3,000, now it's 5,000.
Yes. Wow. Kwa uko pale nyumbani, umeona sasa uko na pesa yako pale nyumbani, how you can invest it, and there is someone here who has knowledge and experience to actually give these things to you. And the best way to go about it ni wewe pia ku lose something so that you gain something. By actually just investing, you're not even losing, even now gaining more, because you just unaweka mayai kwa basket ama usemaje?
You are not putting everything in
one basket.
So your portfolio needs to have several.
Now, kama pia ni msanii, I'm told most wasanii wengi wanapata at least 150,000 shillings per show in Nairobi. In Nairobi. Utapata Monday hujamaa anasumbua. Imekuwa so amazing. Nimekuwa nikiongea na Llewellyn Ouya. If you're just joining me right now, we've had such an amazing time. We've talked about so many things, building your brand, what he does, money market funds, business consultation, vitu mingi sana about, as a musician, as a content creator, where do you put your money, vitu mingi sana za kukujenga. So if maybe you want to talk to me, or maybe unataka kujua vitu 2-3 hapa nje, niambie pale kwa comment section ni nini unataka tujue, or maybe ni nini ungependa maybe sisi to rectify, or maybe ama ni wapi ungependa tukuje tukupiga interview. But now tukimalizia Llewellyn, ungependa kuambia nini watu so that maybe wanaweza kukumbuka wakikuona tena waseme this guy ametu impact sana?
Just use social media to your advantage. Squeezy, the world is a global village. You can get clients from all over the world. You can even get remote jobs. So changamka pale online, just make sure that you're up to date with what's happening, and you can profit a lot from working online.
So now, if you've been watching the episode, najua umebambika sana, you've learned so much from the start to the very, very end. Na kama umekuwa ukiwatch, thank you very much. You've been such an amazing viewer. Make sure you tell me in the comment section what you feel about the episode. Also niambie kama uko pale mtaani unataka kuniona nikuje ni kuinterview. Niambie unaishi wapi, location yako iko wapi. You know, mimi I'm your host Elkins Your Marketing Guy, and our videographer amekuwa Piriton Dawa Yao. Ama vipi? Asante sana.